welcome to another session of Flames of the Divine. So, a couple things. This is we're down a player. They've just been MIA. Yeah, thank you for telling me that. I had my speakers turned way up. But yeah, we're down a player. The Neku appears to be MIA. Can't seem to raise them. And also, so if you're wondering where Silo is there? They are in NPC mode for this and for this session. So, with that out of the way, last session. Talos, would you like to go over what happened last session?
It's been over a week, but I think I remember the general gist of it. So we ended up taking up a small job after getting what we needed to get done here in the town to take out a giant fire serpent. After a bit of a struggle, we ended up taking it out and got some nice pieces of hide and thigh for a good measure. That's all for getting Silo's new armor set, of course.
Indeed. I think that covers the basis of it. So, yeah, you got its hide for what you wanted, and meanwhile, Gregor also picked up some of its fangs because he wished to make something of that. And Silo also took one of its eyes for reasons I am uncertain of. But
as well.
Yeah. Okay, so with with all that sorted, so with that all dead, you are now standing over the remains of your kill.
Finished inspecting it like a cat. But yeah,
I think we were on our way back.
Yes, we're all standing pretty away from the serpent, actually.
Yeah. The point being, you just got done killing it, and so, that's where you are at this point.
But yeah, on the way out, Talos is just kind of doing his best to clean up the finer parts of the leather, make sure that blood isn't all over the place and all that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in case, Ace, may I assume you head out of the mine?
Yep.
Yeah.
On the way out, Talos says, all in all, that was a rather easy job.
Yeah, it's very lucky that it was weak to water, and there just happened to be a whole lot of wells and buckets around.
That too, but I would say take care next time not to hit something that is clearly using fire and hit it with something like a fire spell.
Heaven grins. At least I remembered the bucket of water.
True, but I also kind of would have appreciated not getting hit by fire again.
Yeah, it was quite the stunt you pulled there, Heaven.
To be honest, I didn't think it was going to work either, but I'm glad it did.
Well, live and learn.
Well, shall we return to the city and collect our pay?
We should, and I'm sure the blacksmith at Silo asked for it not only will appreciate the fine cuts of leather I got. I'm sure he'll be interested to see what he can make of, well, the fangs and all that as well.
It's not.
Go on.
I was just gonna say, waste not, want not.
Right. Well, in that case, well, then you all head out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, with the various proofs of your kill, well, it takes some asking around, but but eventually you do find your way to basically a high-ranking guard captain who is very surprised but not displeased to find basically a bunch of random adventurers show up with the head of the giant metal snake that's been harassing the miners for several weeks at this point. He looks at it and says, "Oh, oh, well, thank you."
Talos kind of shrugs. All things considered, it was a fairly easy task.
Well, that singed fur on you says otherwise, buddy.
Bill's character.
Well, well, this should build the old character for you, I think, in a bit of a better way. And he just heads back up to his office and comes down with a pouch full of 1,000 gold.
I'm guessing this is divided between the 5 of us.
I thought we were going to spend it on CeeLo.
Neku wanted the scales for her armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta. And I'm pretty sure she had to deal with the blacksmith that if she could get the gear, then there you go.
Yes.
All right, so we get 200 gold each then?
Correct. I will put this in Silo's thing.
Oh, what do we do now? Search for the blacksmith?
Well, Silo leads you to the blacksmith.
I'd rather do that when Neku is here.
Fair point.
Because it's Neku's thing.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay.
And considering we can't leave the city until Neku does their thing, we're kind of at a standstill at the moment. So if there's anything you want to do in terms of your own characters, now's the time to do it because we're stuck in this city for now.
Force shopping episode.
Not my intention, but kind of, I guess.
Well, we're all kind of loaded anyway, so
I'm still waiting for Heaven to get me my fucking money. Not Heaven, Hope. I'm waiting for the freaking bags all of them.
See, I'll lead off. Seeing that everything is in order, Heaven looks to the others. Well, I'm going to double check to make sure that our rooms at the inn are still ours. then I'm gonna hit the bookstore. She then gives a subtle glare at Rudy before someone buys all the books again. She then may,
Talos just kind of shrugs. Hey, girl likes her books.
yeah, but leave some for the rest of us.
You could just ask her for books.
Heaven just smirks at Talos. Well, there's some I want to keep for myself.
You just shrugs.
Anyway,
Fair enough.
anyway, I'll see you. I'll see you a lot at the inn.
All right then.
Heaven then waves farewell and returns to the inn. And are the rooms still under her name?
Yes.
Okay, so once Heaven makes sure is made sure of that, she decides she heads to um the a bookstore after getting some directions, determined to find something to keep her mind off the whole Yashak insanity.
Um, say again. Sorry, I just got acted by a development on the Discord. Say again exactly what you were doing.
After Heaven gets done making sure that the rooms were still good, she goes to she asks for directions and heads to a bookstore, wanting to wanting to find something to preoccupy her mind from the whole Yashak crap.
Okay. Like there's a few bookstores scattered around, and and you find one. They're all in the merchant quarter, so around here.
All right. Heaven then enters the store and looks of decides looks for a specific genre of books. She's looking for romance novels.
Ah, of course. And so why don't you go ahead and roll me investigation real fast? Like any bookstore or has romance novels, but let's see how wide a selection this one has. Okay, so yeah, so there's a few here and there, but like a lot of the books in this store, the thing is, are in Dorvish, so it, it's not a ton of them are in common, and but you find something that it seems like. Yeah, like you find like a few things in common.
Hmm. Are there any other bookstores in the area,
And
or is this
like,
just the only
hold
one?
on, all this. Wait, no, hold on. All this is to say is I'm coming up with a title now.
Well, have him browse around looking for anything that suits her taste.
Yeah. You find okay, so you find something called The Last Rival. It looks like a bodice ripper to you, like something kind of like a little bit raunchy.
Just Heaven smirks and grins at the storekeep. I think I'll take this.
He winks at you and and charges you 1 silver.
Heaven pays and places the book in her satchel.
Okay.
Then go ahead.
Go on.
If there isn't anything the DM wants to do, Heaven's just gonna make her way back to the inn and settle down for a nice read.
All right. Okay, and that's what you do. Nothing weird seems to happen. Okay, Silo. So, you had some very specific business to get to this session, I think.
I think what time of the day is it right now?
It's a late afternoon / early evening at this point.
Okay. I'm gonna take this. I'm assuming the skin is still in my possession. If so, I'm gonna take it to the smithy.
Okay, that's down here-ish. Okay, and then Gregor, I believe you wanted to go with her, no?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you took the snake's fangs. All right, so you both step in, and the smithy and the smithy looks up and says, "Ah, lass, as you wait, no, they're not Scottish. Whatever. You're back. Heard you did the thing.
Word travels fast, then.
Yeah.
But we do have the skin question.
Good.
I've also brought these fangs.
Oh,
Figure
I
out
can.
choosing
I.
the fangs.
Oh, okay, yeah. Put those down over there. I can definitely do something with that. But let's start with the commission. So set the skin down over here. Come on, let's see what we got.
I would set the skin down where you mentioned with careful ease.
Yeah, he looks over it like very carefully. Okay, this is some high quality stuff. I can definitely make armor out of this.
What's the advantage of making armor out of this kind of skin?
And well, it being armor, you'll be harder to hurt, of course, than regular armor would. And what does hit you will often not hit you quite as hard.
And wait to look into it whenever it's done then.
Yeah, give me a few hours.
Okay. See a little bow and would move on out. Leave regular bow with the face.
Now, yeah. Now, come on. Put these fangs over, and then like he moves over to another table. Okay, come on. Show me these fangs. So these fangs of yours. Show me those. Like, let's with here.
So Gregor sets them in front of, sets them on the table where he says,
Okay. So I assume you'd want a new weapon of some kind out of these.
Either that or an upgrade to one of my existing weapons. Either or.
Like he looks at the hammer that is your current weapon. Not much I can really add to that. It's already enchanted. Perhaps I can make you something new. So these are fangs, so I can make you any. So what kind of weapon do you want? It can be anything as long as it's pointy. So he's offering to make you any weapon that does piercing damage. So let's see. So let me go through the item list to see what exact. Actually. Okay, I can make you a spear, short sword, a rapier. I can make you trident and a morning star or a war pick.
What would you recommend for something that can be for something that can be used with like radiance? Because I have a holy weapon spell.
Well, I mean, so spell like that. I don't know a whole lot about holy magic, but a spell like that would work with pretty much any of these.
How long would the spear be?
Spear, get you about 5 feet of length with that. Pretty standard.
Sorry, I'm thinking the spear could be a good could be a good a good like alternative to the hammer for like poking from a little longer range.
All right, yeah, we can do that. Okay, I can do that. Come back to me tomorrow morning, and I should have something ready for you.
Okay. A pleasure doing business with you.
All right, and you as well.
And with that, Gregor makes thanks the man and makes his way out.
Okay, so, and like you hear him starting to sort of cut into the words. The hide, just like cutting it into the shapes he's going to need for Silo's armor. Okay, so that's Silo and Gregor done. Talos. Talos. You next. So what would you like to get up to? Well, they're up to that.
Well, I got a good deal of money, so I might as well looking for a potion shop, specifically like potion healing and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. So you look around, and go ahead and roll investigation, because you will find one regardless. This is just to determine in how like a good of one you have. So, okay, so 10. Yeah. All right. You find a decent shop here ish.
All right. All right. Talos knocks on the door, and he comes on in.
And and you see a fire genasi actually keeping this shop. Customer, come on in, come on in. Welcome.
I'm looking for. Hello there. I'm looking for some. Well, I'm looking for a variety of potions. I've got a fair bit of money to spend, and well, not much else on. So, let's see what you got.
Oh well, of course. I have a number of the stat. I have a number of the stat. I have a number of the standard fare, like a small array of healing potions. I also have a number of more unusual things.
Unusual things?
And yes. It's potions of different powerful, and that can confer the effects of different powerful spells.
Might be handy to have in a pinch.
Yes. Well, we will see. We will see what you have. There is well, for starters, there is a and I'm going to pull this out. This is a potion of clairvoyance, which will allow you to, which will give you the ability to spy on people from afar.
Could be handy. What else do you have?
And I have various potions that confer different elemental resistances. I have one potion of flying. One potion of growth. One potion of heroism. And this is always a popular one. A potion of speed.
I believe I could cover that myself well enough, but it could be handy for one of my other friends.
Well,
how much for the potion of speed?
And for a potion of speed, 500 gold.
Talos almost seems like he smirks a little bit as he drops 500 gold right on the counter.
Excellent. Pleasure doing business with you.
We're not done yet.
Like casual flexi says.
Hang on. 5.
Oh, not done yet. I love to hear that. What else do you want or desire?
All right. Potions of healing. I know you've got them.
Yes. Yes. Those will. Well, I'm afraid I only have the basic one ends in stock at the moment, but those go quite cheap.
How many of them do you have?
He like goes behind the counter. Like you see a number of things. Things brewing at the moment, and just like sort of in a back room. Like it's clear this guy makes his own potions.
Yeah. Talos gets a brief whiff of it as the door opens, and he kind of pinches his nose slightly, and he says, "Ugh, God, it reminds me of Danae's potions."
You've an alchemist friend.
My sister. Last I checked, a couple of years older than me. She's actually the smarter one of our family.
Very good.
Mind you, I think it helps that. Mind you, I think it helps that the old witch doctor has trained her a little bit, but she seems like she's figured it out mostly on her own.
If you've close family, Emily, in this trade, then you know the value of these drafts. So at the moment, I have 7 simple potions of healing in stock.
And
each one of them is 25 gold.
All right, so 5 times 7. Look, perfect. And Talos drops another 175.
All right. And he takes it. So yeah, just go ahead and add the potion of speed and those oceans of healing to your inventory.
All right, so that's 7 potions of healing. Wait. Now, what else do you have?
And I should and well, as I said, potion of clairvoyance, flying, various different oceans of elemental resistances.
Hmm.
And
Actually, I believe that potion of clairvoyance may be of some use to a associate of mine.
And he brings it out. He brings it out. It's like sort of it is basically this yellowish liquid with an eyeball bobbing in it.
Is that thing supposed to be staring at me?
Oh yes, don't worry. If you use this, it will give you the power to spy on others from a great distance away. You will be able to listen to them or watch them, but not both.
How much for that?
For this, this is a more difficult one. This one will go for 1,000.
Talos casually just puts 1,000 on the table again. I'm making you a very rich man today.
You certainly are, and he slides it towards you.
Suddenly in the distance, Sela just feels a pain in her wallet. God, I suddenly feel really broke off. Guys.
Just your wallet falls out of your pocket and it's got band-aids all over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that'll be it for Talos.
A pleasure doing business with you. And I believe, Rudy, you're what's left, yes?
I'm what's left for what now?
Is there anything you want to do tonight?
I'm going to read.
Of course, at the hotel room, I assume.
Yep.
Okay. So Silo, you were told to come back in a few hours. Gregor, you were told to come back in the morning. So
I get my order expressed.
Because you ordered first. You.
First come, first serve is a strange policy we have, but damn it, it works.
So I'm gonna come back to the smithy after a few hours have passed. But
Okay.
in between those 2 hours, I'm gonna try to look. What is the hotel or not the hotel? Is the inn room we're staying at? Is it on 2 stories or 1 story?
It is 3 stories.
3 stories. It's more than 2.
Ooh, fancy.
I know. Then
Yeah.
I'm gonna read my book while I'm waiting and do nothing more. And then I'm
Okay.
gonna get there.
Okay. Which book was this again?
I actually don't remember. I know I had a book earlier. Yeah, it's nothing important.
Yeah. Okay. Because if it was the magic Edgic book you found in Thesia's store, yeah, that's still gibberish for you.
Damn, I made no progress on that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I got a pharaoh serpent. I forgot about I had that.
Yes. Yep. Pharaoh serpents are not you read up on them, and they're not actually a magical creature. to your knowledge, so it's may not be super. So it may not have any. It's not really going to give you any kind of magic powers, but I'm curious to see what you'll do with it.
Oh, I already have plans. Actually, I'm gonna go to the smithy right now before it's too late.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
In that case, you as you come back in, and he seems to be he seems to have it all like laid out into a thing. Like he seems to have it all like cut up and like he's got it like laid out into the pattern, and that he wants to like into like the proper orientation.
Alrighty. She'll like
That's
place
right.
down. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot one more request. This is a personal request. It is cost extra. It's fine. Sela just like lays the eye in front of them. Incorporate this into the design. Thank you.
Oh, looks at it. Huh. Can do that. So where do you want it?
Below the neckline, preferably. Depends
Okay,
on how you do it.
I can do that. This is an eye from the same pharaoh, sir. Isn't it?
This is to leave a message to all the other fur serpents. Don't set me on fire. Ever.
I like the way you think, young lady. But actually, come over there and come here and take a good look at it because you'll notice something interesting.
What's that?
Yeah, he waves you over and tells you to take and like has you take a good look at it, and like you take a look at it and you see like before it was just kind of an organic eyeball you were carrying around when you first pried it out of his head.
Yeah.
Now it seems to be slowly turning into some kind of crystal.
Ooh. So it's a crystal eye now.
It will become that soon enough.
Would this imbue any properties?
You
of
know,
some kind?
Neku, if you had have gotten that skull, you would now have a crystal skull.
No, but that's a really big head.
Yeah, you would not have been able to carry that skull. Oh, that thing is the size. Like, let me put it into perspective. Its head was about the size of a car.
To
I
be
have a
fair,
wagon.
I would find a way. Yeah, I would have find a way.
I have a wagon. I can drop my books off at the inn and then we can go and get it.
We could use the giant potion.
Yeah, we have that too.
Meantime, well, if you want to go and get it, you can. In the meantime, he's gonna start just cutting off, just like cutting a hole and adding some like a bits for like stitching and stuff, just as right over where it would fit on the breastbone.
But
All right, what color crystal is it? I'm just curious, just for aesthetic purposes. The red.
It is kind of a yellowy orange.
I thought so. Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Sela would chip in like an extra 10 gold towards him for that one.
He'll nod at you and like start assembling the armor. If you
right.
want to stay here for the fitting, I should have this ready in about half an hour.
Oh, great! That sounds pretty good. I'll wait here then.
Yeah. Okay, so he eventually he's sort of like knitting it together, and you like start to see that this guy is a leather worker as well as a blacksmith.
Yes.
So eventually, like he gets to you, and then okay, stand still, and okay, he just like once it's assembled, he sort of like puts it on you and says, okay, tighter here, loosen it up there, adjust this, slide down that. Okay, how's it feel?
Better. Still a comment.
Hey. All right, so, well, like he sort of he sort of just like prods it at it with a knife. He produces it somewhere, and the armor just stops it dead.
But hey,
It works.
that's not what I expect you to stab customers with.
I mean, I can go get something bigger if you want.
No. That is impressive, though. I'll get ready to identify this armor later.
Yeah. So, out of character, this is what you now have. Like you don't need to identify it. He explains it all to you in detail.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it is +3 level. It is +3 leather armor that slightly reduces all magical damage, all non-magical damage you take.
Regular leather armor, right?
Yeah, regular, not studded.
Okay, just making sure it's technically +2 out of maximum. Still pretty good.
Yeah.
Leather armor. I'll just add +3 and rename it and add in the effect to my sheet.
Well, or you can just drag +3 leather armor onto your sheet.
I know. I'm going to add the feature of the leather armor onto my sheet too. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I got that.
So it is in essence +3 leather armor that comes with the benefit of the heavy armor master feat.
Look at this. Finally, have decent AC. It's been so long.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Still looks rather like pleased at the armor in question. And she bows to the man. I think I made a payment to him already. Or was this already the job was the payment?
I believe you paid him in advance.
Okay.
I don't remember, I don't actually remember, so I'm just going to be kind to you and say you paid him in advance.
Okay. Is this an attunement item?
No, it is not. This is not
that
actually
is
a magic
good.
item at all. It's just really, really dense leather.
Good. Alrighty. And with that, Sue about to the man. She did tip him already, so she's not gonna tip him again. She's very stingy. And then head on out. Thank you again.
Hey, don't mention it, and it reminds your friend to be here tomorrow morning for his spear.
All right.
Yeah.
And then she'll just keep saying that. And then she kind of like forgets to tell Gregor. Well, that's just how she is.
It's okay, Gregor doesn't forget.
Someone has to not forget.
Gregor, roll wisdom to remember.
Just
Just don't roll an at one, and you're good.
Well, wasn't
You
that
win.
one? Your wife's enough not to forget, like Seal just immediately forgets the conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a 1.
Right.
Yeah.
So CeeLo is going to the going to quickly pass Gregor with our new armor set, and she looks at him.
Dang, new armor.
Well, that's the reason we did it, Gregor. If you don't remember,
Pardon?
this is why we attacked the snake to begin with, Gregor. But thank you. I like it.
Looks good on you though.
Yeah. She seems rather ecstatic about that. And then with the hop and skip, completely forgetting to tell him what's going on and heads on back to the inn.
Right.
Talos is, of course, waiting there with everyone else. And he's like, good. Everyone's finally back. I was wondering when I could hand out my little presents.
Mm-hmm.
Oh?
Well, I decided to go potion shopping since, well, I have so much money I don't know what to do with it. And I got a few things that might interest you. First of all, CeeLo, I believe you might actually appreciate this one the most. And he pulls out the potion of clairvoyance and puts it on the table right in front of you.
Tila sees the eyeball potion in question, and since she doesn't know how to identify potions, or even know what they look like, she says, "I just sold an eye today, Atlas."
Well, yes, this is supposedly a potion of clairvoyance.
Oh, clairvoyance.
You can listen in or spy on some, but you can't do both at the same time, apparently.
Right.
I figured you being the, well, smart little satyr that you are, you might appreciate this.
You really think I'm smart? She seems ecstatic again.
I mean, you know more about the weird ins and outs of trading than I do, so.
But yes, I do. And no one forget that ever, especially you, Gregor.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kill Gregor one day. It's gonna happen. Sela thinks to herself that, and then she's just gonna take the potion. Oh, I'll greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Talos.
All right. Next up we have here is a potion of speed. I didn't have anyone in particular who I thought of when I got this, but I figured someone could make use of it.
Oh yeah, I've never drinking that before. Speed. Honestly, it would work with any one of us except me. I would be the least useful with it. And
All
maybe
right.
Heaven would also be the least useful.
Well, I'm pretty sure I can make myself move as quickly as I wanted to on command, so no. So it's between Gregor and Rudy.
I have like 3 different ways to teleport around the battlefield.
Nah. But don't you want to be so fast that no one can hit you?
The reason okay, I want to go over to sea for a minute, and if this affects your choice, it does or it doesn't. I don't care. Haste is just a good thing without having to concentrate on compared to the actual spell. That's why potion speed's really good. But that's just my opinion.
Fair enough. But
So it's haste, not just dash speed.
Yeah, it is a potion that gives you the effects of haste.
Yeah,
Alright.
but without concentrating on the spell item, so it's even better to me.
Also
You don't
good then.
concentrate on the spell. Yeah. Like
I
the reason why I'm
misunderstood.
saying is, go ahead. Sorry.
You're fine, I hiccuped. I misunderstood what this spell was because it's called speed, not haste.
Yeah, it is what it is. I remember taking it before, and it was very useful for me. But like, if we want to really go meta about it, it doesn't work well with spellcasters that only rely on spells. So technically, I just don't know. That's all.
I'm sorry I have the hiccups, that's why I was muted.
No, I didn't want to go into a long detail about it. It's why I kind of stopped myself.
I said give
yeah,
it to Gregor.
give it to Gregor. What do you reckon? What do you reckon, Chaos?
What does the spell do? What does the potion do again?
It
gives
allows
you-
you. It allows you to attack twice in one turn. So if you wanted to hit
Among
someone
other-
with your mace, you could hit them twice with your mace, or cast 2
Yep.
spells.
It does quite a bit more than that, actually. Like haste is
I know, but
It puts you on-
Chaos is a new player. I'm simplifying it down so he can digest it first.
Yeah, well, basically, what it does is it doubles your speed. It gives you an extra attack and increases your armor.
Oh dang, that sounds really nice.
It is among the best buff spells in the entire game.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to having that.
Oh, it's great for you because you have blessed strikes, I believe. It's really good for you then. That stacks with them.
But yeah, if that's the case, then out of character, we'll probably give it to Gregor.
Sounds good to me.
But yeah, Talos passes it off to Gregor, and he's like, "Well, you're the only other one who's up front with me, so I'd say you're probably better off using this."
Remember to add it to your sheet, along with any money you earned, Gregor.
Yeah. How do I add the potion to my sheet?
At the very bottom of your sheet, you'll see in the equipment section, which is the middle column, there will be a plus sign. You just click that at the very bottom of your inventory.
Okay, I clicked it, but it's blank.
Yeah, and now you fill it in.
Yep.
Click the box and you can type in it.
What's it?
Yeah.
What's it called then?
Potion of speed.
All right, then. Now I now have a potion of speed.
Okay.
Yep.
Also, it's a bonus action to drink it too, by the way. Like a regular potion. I'll remind you this one day if I remember you have it, but that's it.
I'll try to remember.
All right. Next.
Okay. So, is there anything else anyone wants to do tonight?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was gonna say I'm out of ideas. Go ahead.
But yeah, Talos says, "Oh yes, I also got a I pretty much bought every healing potion the man had, so unless you guys want me to start distributing those out."
Give me 2 of them.
All right.
I got the ointment still, and I got a healing potion on me.
All right. So we got 8.
You have 8 potions of healing.
Yep.
Give me one.
All right. So 2 go to Rudy, and 1 goes to CeeLo.
Actually, a great question, Talos. How did you afford a potion of clairvoyance, a potion of speed, and 8 potions of healing?
He hasn't been buying anything since we started the campaign.
I know. This is Lee.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Talos says, "I've literally been handed everything I ever use. I don't need much money."
Rudy will
You don't need much.
Good goddess, how much money do you have?
Rudy will look up and then say, knowing Talos, he probably hasn't spent a cent since you all joined the party.
He kind of raises his hands, kinda.
Gregor tries to recall if he's ever seen Talos spend money.
To your recollection, he has not. He's just been standing in the background like a giant totem pole.
You have seen in the past. Remember that CeeLo has begged Talos for money, and she looks very sad now.
But nah, you just as a joke, you get what I
Yeah.
Darn, you're right. I don't think I've ever seen you spend a cent in the time that I've known you.
Well, when your weapon is apparently growing in strength alongside you, and you pretty much have armor that represents your high status amongst your own kind, well, what more do I really need?
You need a friend, Talos. CeeLo rests a hand on his shoulder.
He kind of just looks to CeeLo and he says, "Well, I appreciate the sentiment, but," and then he points to Rudy. "Rudy's my friend."
You need more friends.
Hey, Talos.
Friends that.
Rudy will approach.
Yes, Rudy?
How much gold do you have left?
About over 3,000.
Can I have 3,000 gold?
Sure, you get 3,000.
Rudy will pocket it and then go...
I am immediately betrayed.
Rudy will pocket it and immediately go back to reading.
Seal just lowers the hand, looks utterly annoyed at Talos, and
Gregor,
moves to sit down.
Gregor points at them and says, "See, Silo, now that's friendship."
Shut up, Gregor. I don't want to hear a word from you right now.
When your friend is too much of an ape to know what money is.
I don't want to talk to you right now, Gregor. I'm upset.
Rudy is going to close the book and wander away.
Theo will take notice of this and just let her do her thing.
So just to recap, I think for tomorrow, I gotta pick up my spear, and then we probably speak to the head cleric to see if he's found the covert clerics to help us, and then hopefully we can begin to make our way out.
That sounds good. DM, is it about time the Hope got all his bags yet?
And should be within another couple days by your count.
Yeah. Well, let's just keep an ear open then. That's all we can do.
All right. So, I'm going to go. Clerics.
Yeah.
I am going to go to. Considering this is a dwarvish city, they probably have an entire street dedicated to just alcohol.
Most likely.
All right, I'm gonna head to that street.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna browse and look for the most expensive drink on the market.
The friendship money.
Well, let me think. One moment. There's actually a thing for this in some limited capacity. I think. Give me a moment to check something.
It's okay, Corax. Once she finds the most expensive drink, she's gonna buy at the store.
Yep, but I still need an estimate.
Fucking called out by the boyfriend.
Okay, so, you find some very high quality mead that seems to be going for like $50 a bottle. I mean, 50 GP a bottle.
All right, I'll grab a bottle for 50 GP.
All right. It's basically it's mead. It seems to have some spice, some various herbs and stuff in it.
All right, I'm then going to go and look for a bakery.
Okay. So yeah, like from what you gathered, like the food in this city is all universally quite heavy, and that includes the bread.
Do they have any sweets?
They do.
All right, what's the most expensive sweet they're selling?
Okay.
You're really putting me over on the spot here.
Let's see if you can find it.
It's good practice for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking. You know what? There's one luxury baker that makes cupcake eggs with gold dust sprinkled into it.
All right, how much are they?
10 gold a pop.
I will get 5 golden cupcakes then.
Okay.
So that will be 36. Okay.
How
Just
much meat did you buy?
I only bought a bottle. It's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so
I
that's
am-
100 gold you've spent so far on whatever it is you're doing right now.
I am then
God.
going to go to the bookstore.
Here it comes.
Had to put another place out of business.
I'm going to grab every single romance book in the bookstore.
Do you speak Dwarven?
I have comprehend languages.
So you do. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Oh, we're talking one of each or all the copies?
One of each.
All right.
Well, that
No,
that'll-
all the copies. It's Rudy.
okay.
That's
she decided to put them out of business after all.
No, I'm
That's
only
gonna
taking
be
the romance books.
that's gonna be another 10 gold.
Okay, let me take that 10 gold out.
The merchant part of Cielo was disgusted by seeing all this.
Wait, that's
What even is the like the audience for romance books in this city?
Beards
Oh.
Entwined. The story of
It's
a
a bro-
dwarf who fell in love with his forge. And then the forge comes to life and gives him magical girl powers.
I like this story.
I mean,
And then they go on to fight Tiamat while blind drunk. So,
how touching.
with all of that, I am then going to head back to the tavern and approach the bartender.
So you just got all this in your arms, right?
I've got a wagon.
Oh, okay. Like,
We
go
keep
on.
forgetting that she has a wagon.
So yeah, I will go to the barkeep and then say, how much for all of your alcohol?
Looks behind.
I will place down my bag of gold on the table.
Can we have a break on this train here?
To
We're going off the
keep
rails, huh?
to ensure he doesn't try to overcharge me, I only put 100 gold on the table, but that's still 100 gold.
That'll do it. His eyes are wide.
That'll do it.
All right. Rudy will then point to the rest of the party who are probably eating dinner or something right now and then say, drinks are free for them and for anyone else who wanders in.
Okay.
All right, let me subtract the 100 gold before I forget. All right. I'm then going to try and find some performers. I know you can perform, Heaven. Just trust me. Let me finish. So, do I find any performers?
Yes, roll investigation to see how good at a performers you find.
Roll what again?
Roll investigation, please.
Okay.
Just to see, yeah, like you do. Okay, 16. Yeah, you find you find a barbershop quartet.
All right, I'll
Just
give.
door.
Whoever, can I throw in something?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll find the video later. I'll tell you what I'm thinking.
All right, I'm going to.
All right.
So quartet is 4, so there's 4 of them. I'm going to give each of them 10 gold, and tell them to follow me, and then I'm going to keep looking.
Does Rudy find one of these guys too and a cat? I posted the video in the Flames channel.
Okay.
You can see there's a hit or miss on the meme, by the way. That's fine.
I see.
That sounds like a miss. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So, do I just find the quartet? Do I find anyone else?
Well, like the quartet. The quartet's all you seem to find.
All right, I will bring them back to the bar and then tell them to just play, and if someone else stands up to perform, play with them. And then I'm going to head out one final time.
Okay.
I am going to go to the potion shop.
All right. They are nearing closing time at this point.
I'm going to open the
Bills.
door. And if they have closed the door, I will just cast knock.
They have not.
Okay. So, Rudy is going to step in, and she's going to place down. She's going to look to them and then say, I have a rush order to be made within preferably a few minutes. I'm willing to pay a high price for this.
That's okay. That depends what it is.
I need you to make a potion which will make someone glow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, prestidigitation effect. That'll be quite simple. I can do that. Say her rush order.
Ideally 2 or 3. Sorry.
2 or 3 people at once.
Ideally 2 or 3 bottles, so that it can be used for a longer period.
Okay, 300 gold, and I can have that done in the next 10 minutes.
Deal.
All right. So yeah, you gain 3 potions of glow person.
1 moment, let me add them to my inventory.
Okay.
What the fuck is going on?
Okay. I am going to look around for a prank stall. Or a party stall, or something of that nature.
Okay.
Do I find it?
I'm sure.
I am going to go in, and do they sell glitter?
And what kind of party store would they be if you didn't?
I would like to buy all their glitter.
Okay, you get let's say 10 jars of it and a spot on their watch list.
All right, how much?
5 gold. Like they're like these big. They're like big containers of it.
All right. Now just remind me this really quick, Wedward. CeeLo paid for 5 bags of holding, right? And they were like 500 each?
Yes.
Okay. So that's 5, and they were 500 each, so that's 2,500. Okay. So Okay. Okay. I'm going to, while in the store, I'm going to grab one of their presents. You know, the little prank presents. And stuff, like, I'm sure this will all come to, like, maybe a gold. And I'm going to put some of the glitter into these presents. Like, I'm going to get 2 or 3 of them, add them to the wagon. And then I'm also going to get just a regular gift box present and put 2,500 gold in it in front of them.
Okay. That'll.
I imagine it's probably only going to be like 1 gold, right?
Yeah. If you're just buying boxes, yeah.
Though again, Rudy comes from a position of privilege, so like she would do this in front of them and not think anything of it. Like she just flaunts some money. It's not even her money. Anyway, so I put
Not even her money.
She puts 2,500 into one of them.
Okay.
Then I'm going to return to the inn. Has everyone finished eating?
I'd say at this point, yeah, Talus is kind of a big eater, but I'd say finished.
How's the quartet doing? Are they bringing the atmosphere up, Jovalian?
They are going strong.
All right. I am going to place down the bottle of alcohol, the presents, the cupcakes, one for each of all of them, and then I'm going to hand the non-prank gift box to CeeLo.
Okay.
Rudy, you were gone for like 4 hours. What happened?
Rudy will then just, in a monotone voice, explain everything. Well, except what's in the prank gift boxes. Well,
You what?
let me actually explain it. Well, I got the most expensive thing of alcohol for the drinkers. I got cupcakes for those with a sweet tooth. I got the most expensive one. They put golden flakes on it, so it's got gold in it. I bought all the romance books, and then she pulls out a pile of romance books, and then just places them in front of Heaven. Heaven bought a romance book, so now Heaven has all the romance books that are in the city.
You were nowhere near Heaven all day. She's been cooped up in her room.
You've been reading it, though.
Yeah. But how would Rudy know that she bought the book?
Because
me-
she
It was
saw you
hidden.
walk in with a book.
I assumed you'd been walking with us because you were making comments earlier when the party was together.
No, I...
All right.
No,
1 second then. How much were the romance books then? And like
I think they went for 50 gold.
yeah, okay. I'll add 5 back. I'll add 50 gold back. Forget I did
Okay.
that then. Anyway, Rudy will then place down the bags of glitter and then say, I also got glitter because that's what you do with parties, right? My brother would fill his gun with glitter and then fire it at people, so you have glitter. You have expensive alcohol. You have cupcakes. And that present is the money I owe you. Also, tell us you're out of money now.
I still have like 700 left.
Excuse me?
Do you open the gift, CeeLo?
I'm kind of like a shell shock to learn all this, but then I slowly start to unwrap the gift.
You find 2,500 gold in there.
As a merchant, she kind of like looks to Rudy real quick. And as she's talking, you can see her like slipping like gold into her coin pouch. Rudy, nah, I can't. Rudy, that was a really sweet thing to do, and I part of me really appreciates this. Though I'll be honest, what brought this out from you?
Rudy just looks to her and then says, "You bought the bags of holding. I'm just paying you back because they were for me."
Maybe you just like owing debts.
I mean, it's only 2,500 gold. I've had dinners more expensive than that.
Sheila like brow twitches, like one brow would twitch as she tries to force a smile. Yeah, 2,500 gold. It's only a dinner.
Rudy
Ah,
just
Sure.
go on.
Yeah, Talus actually thinks. Oh, while we're doing all this, I forgot. Evan's up in her room, isn't she? Hang on, I should go and get her.
Take one of these with you. Rudy hands him one of the prank gift boxes.
Okay. I bet she'd appreciate that.
Rudy watches
Yeah,
him go.
Talus goes and starts knocking on the door and says, "Evan!"
Kind of just like she jumps in surprise because she's like real deep into her book. She in a minute, then she whispers to herself, "Shit!" And dog ears her place in the book and quickly puts it in the satchel before um heading towards the door. What's up, Talos?
Rudy just decided to go very fancy and elaborate with tonight's dinner. So, and well, I just realized you kind of missed out on all of it.
I did. She then looks out towards the window. I'm assuming it's night.
Well, you you can't really tell because it's
City's on a mountain.
yeah, you're under a mountain.
Oh
But
yeah. Well, Heaven does it on reflex, and upon seeing that she's getting no sunlight, she's just like, I've been reading that for hours, at the very least.
More than likely, anyway. I mean, she got a little fancy with the dinner, like I said. She also wanted me to give you this present.
Mention the expensive bottle of alcohol.
Oh yeah, and there's and she got like I think it was a 50 gold bottle, 50 gold bottle of alcohol.
Heaven raises an eyebrow. The way she spins, she might as well be the pharaoh in disguise.
Well, to be fair, she asked me for like 3,000 gold.
Heaven raises an eyebrow before frowning. I hope she intends to pay you back.
Talus just kind of shrugs. I don't really care if she pays me back. I wasn't doing anything with the money.
Heaven looks at the present. She's a little on the suspicious side, especially since she never really talks to Rudy. And when they do, it's like they're complete opposites. And she inspects the present.
It looks like a present. I'm not
Well, I know.
sure. I'm not sure what she wants. Sorry.
Heaven just like trying to find any suspicious, as it like if someone pretending to be Rudy is planting present bombs within the party. Because as far as she knows, Rudy isn't like this.
Wedward, you're the DM.
uh, uh, well, I mean, how are you? So, are you? Well, roll insight, I guess. Heaven.
Right?
And you shake it. It sounds almost like sand being. It feels almost like sand shifting around.
Heaven frowns and takes a present, and she let she put she puts it down and gets a good distance. She then pulls out her schwam, which is basically like a kind of flute, and carefully remove the ribbon and removing the lid.
As you remove the lid, it
By
opens
the way,
and there's a.
before I say, is Talos still there?
Yeah, he hasn't moved.
So, as I
Okay.
was saying, as you remove the lid and open it, there's a brief poof as the glitter that's in the box briefly jumps slightly and then falls back into the box because it's Rudy. Of course, she didn't pack it right.
Heaven blinks at the present like, this is from Rudy?
Yeah, she told me to give it to you.
Heaven looks at Talos completely confused. Okay.
He kind of shrugs and he says, "Guess it's just her way of telling you to lighten up a little."
Well, I've been lightening myself up lately. She then ponders for a moment. Actually, I should see if I can find any other bookstores that have books in either common or primordial. I've been to one of the bookshops earlier, and only one of them caught my interest. The rest are either meh or in dwarvish, which I cannot read.
Ah, the erotic fantasy book that you brought in?
Heaven just blanches at him. How did you know what I got?
Yo, is
You
that
had-
beards entwined?
Talos just kind of shrugs it. And he says, "Nothing to be ashamed of it. I mean, do you really think it's just how it is?" But how did I know? Kind of had somewhat of a feeling.
The same way
And-
that you, how did you know to inside check the gift box?
Ah, instinct.
Talos again just says, "It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's a natural instinct."
Heaven folds her out. Who says I'm ashamed? I'm just surprised you noticed that I actually bought something like it.
Well, to be fair,
I placed it in my satchel and I brought it all the way here. I didn't
you,
unless you took a peek in my room without me knowing.
well, you had a slight blush on your face that hinted at something a bit more, you know,
Heaven
very
just
very subtle. But when you live around people who have nothing but fur on their faces, it's kind of somewhat easy to see the changes in emotions on faces with people who have, well, skin.
Heaven snorts amused. Okay, you got me. But yeah, I'm a hopeless romantic when it comes to books, but I do like the spicy kinds once in a while.
Can't
And
blame you. Can't blame you, I
she
suppose.
Heaven unfolds her arms before looking at the present. I would have bought some back at Lundra, but a certain little elf bought the whole damn store.
You could ask her to borrow a book.
True, but it wouldn't really be mine.
You could buy it off her.
Would she even part with it?
He just shrugs again. Only one way to find out is to ask her.
Heaven then shrugs her shoulders. All right then, I'll play along. She then grabs some glitter and tosses it onto her hair. I don't want to hurt her feelings.
Eh,
She then gestures to her effort. Besides, I'm practically covered in glitter daily.
Maybe a bit of glitter in your hair would help with the whole ensemble. Or, I don't know, maybe. Who knows?
Heaven just smiles and makes her way down the stairs. She then looks
Well,
to Rudy and
before
point and
that,
point.
things would still have been happening downstairs. And I'd like to get some roleplay in with Chaos and CeeLo because we've just had to wait while you guys did that. No offense.
By all means, go ahead.
Thank you. So, Chaos, Neku, you there?
Yep.
I'm
So-
here.
So after you guys have been given the cakes and Rudy has poured you all the alcohol, she doesn't have any for herself, of course. Well, okay, she has like one sip and then she goes, bleh. And after a moment, she sees you both looking at her and then says, it's too cheap.
It's
Sheila would taste the alcohol in question first.
It's mead. It's like it's mead with a bunch of fancy herbs in it.
Rigor has a gulp of it and says, it's the good stuff.
High end stuff you're not sure what the hell Rudy means by too cheap.
Rudy just go on.
Really, we need to have a serious talk about just in general with your preferences here. Yep.
No.
You've been you've been an adventure for a while, longer than I have, and how are you still? I don't understand.
Rudy just sort of looks and then says, preferences don't change. I can still enjoy the finer things in life even if I can't afford them.
Well, do you miss the finer things in life?
Oh, really?
I'll roll into on that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm so good at this.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
I still wasn't in that one.
you're not
It's close.
Yeah.
The fortune teller has no inside abilities. I love it.
Rudy will gently push one of the presents towards sorry, what's your character's name again? Gregory. Yeah, Gregory.
It's just Gregor, but okay.
Yeah, Gregor.
I'm gonna call him Gregory. That's kind of funny. I'll
Gregory,
pull it up one day.
Gregory, we need to escape this party area. Anyway, Rudy pushes one of the presents towards you.
Gregor just opens it. No questions asked.
As you do, there's a brief poof as the glitter in the box briefly rises slightly and then falls back into it.
That is a lot of glitter.
Sheila blinks, noticing all the glitter. That did it hit him, or did it like barely didn't hit him? That matters.
Was that all in the box? Was it just glitter in there?
Yeah, it was just glitter.
Ah, I see the old glitter in the box trick. Ah, sailors love that one.
These are usually supposed to be packed with some sort of explosive.
I mean, there was a little explosive. It was the prank one, so they do have something to push it out. But because of how tightly Rudy packed it, she actually broke them. Because Rudy doesn't really do pranks, so she was just like, okay, this and this. Okay, that's there. It's done.
Well, Rudy, I appreciate the effort.
Rudy will
Sheila
just
making me smile at that.
At that moment,
wait
you hear
before
loud-
you do anything. Let me finish because I've been trying to say something. Rudy will briefly say, my brother used to stuff this stuff in his gun, so, and shoot it at people, so. They said this was considered fun. So I got some. Now you can go.
I'm not sure your brother is a good example of is a good role model for fun.
Alright. I'm done, Woodward.
And at that moment, you all hear a loud pop as you all look up, and it's Hope carrying a bunch of what you recognize to be bags of holding, right above the open glitter box, and Hope tries to stay airborne, but nope. He just can't because suddenly, well, under the weight of all these bags of holding and trying to carry them all at once, can't quite achieve the lift, and crashes right onto the open glitter box. And glitter scatters everywhere.
Oh no! The glitter!
All
like
over your new bags of holding.
No! Wait a minute, Hope, how did you even get here? I didn't summon you back. Someone's got a bad dragon.
And he, like Hope, like a glitter covered Hope looks at it like it gets like you just big eyes and said, I mean, he was all done, so I just brought them here.
Is the eyes saying that, or is he telepathically saying that to me, or what's going on with
Like
that one?
it's just like you could just see the message in his eyes. He's like,
I got it. How? I still is more impressed how badly he messes up than actually angry. She just starts laughing.
With Sila laughing and everything, including your new bags covered in glitter, I think that's where we're gonna end off your session.
Before that, though, we should at least let Heaven and Talos walk down. Because they have been waiting a little bit.
Okay, Evan and Talos.
Oh yeah, Heaven and Talos come on downstairs. Heaven making sure, as she said before, to put glitter in her hair.
Heaven eyes Rudy before pointing to her hair with a amused smirk on her face. I didn't know you were such a prankster, Rudy.
I'm not.
Oh, then. Well, even so, I can't let this go without some conversation, she says with a grin.
Rudy's head, like, almost on a swivel, goes and turns towards Heaven.
Okay, okay, I think that sounds so scary.
And
Heaven is...
go ahead.
Well, Heaven is a little unnerved at the creek. She says, "How about I buy some of your books off you? More specifically, the romance novels in Common and Primordial."
You can have any of the ones that I've got copies of.
Heaven then grins. Well, then I'll take one of each.
Okay?
Even especially the spicy ones.
The romance ones are at the top right of the wagon. They're labeled as for Silo.
Heaven is this out of character, or is this what Rudy is saying?
This is what Rudy's saying.
Wait a minute. You're selling my books?
Rudy's
don't worry. Oh, don't worry, Silo. I'm just gonna grab one of each. You can have the rest.
Theo looks rather hurt by this.
Rudy's head.
But she's making a very good ad.
Rudy's head slowly turns and she pushes the cupcake towards Silo. This cost me 10 gold.
my merchant heart is hurt to hear that, honestly. But I will enjoy this for that reason alone.
And then Rudy will actually
Oh,
take a bite out of her cupcake. And I should mention the cupcake has glitter on it, so she's eating both glitter and the cupcake.
Well, as long as like at least more cupcake than glitter, I think it's okay.
Need I remind you that the cupcake also has gold in it?
Yeah.
As long as there's more
Oh.
edible food than actual non-edible food, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, gold flex on food is a real thing. Glitter, I am less certain about.
Well, it is now. But yeah.
Well, there is
Well,
such a thing. There is
well,
such a
that-
thing as edible glitter.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what Rudy is really going for when she bought it.
Well, I just think that's a
Yeah.
good point to end at now.
Yep.
I just wanted to make
Teal
sure.
was- I want to do the last bit.
Okay.
I was gonna say Sela sticks her tongue out after eating the glitter and this is shiny.
Oh,
Aw.
right. That reminds me. Rudy will rise, and then I'm going to attempt to shove a potion into CeeLo's mouth. And just
What
say,
potion?
drink this.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Okay, CeeLo, are you resisting this at all?
I'm more confused, so I'll say I'll be resisting with disadvantage, or get Rudy
Okay.
advantage on this.
Okay, in that case, since I'll say you roll with disadvantage, so so both of you roll opposing dexterity checks. Sleight of hand if you have it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Bish.
Well, I don't think. Yeah, I got a 12.
Okay. You managed to grab the potion as Rudy tries to shove it to you, and you hear her say, drink this.
Okay. Sela confusingly drinks the potion, completely interested in Rudy. Like this won't kill her in some way, shape, or form.
Now, that was my other character. Yeah,
Good.
So
it's the potion of glowing.
yeah, so CeeLo, you are now glowing. And combine that with the glitter, you're basically kind of a disco ball at the moment.
Gonna blow up. Is this a condition? I'm not okay with this.
You are deathly ill with danceitis. The only cure is to dance.
Heaven hears this and gives a devilish smirk at CeeLo. Well, as someone who is inflicted with a lifetime case of dancitis, I'd have to say I agree with Rudy. She then motions to the stage. What say you and me take care of that, CeeLo?
Sela sighs. This must be the way. Has to be the price I pay. Ah, a poet. Sela right. Who is always right.
But never left.
Sela looks. I really would like a squinted look. Even though it's really hard to tell because she's glowing right now. And then she just goes on stage. And
Heaven joins.
Right. Gregor pulls out his lute for the background music.
Alright, and I think that's a good point to end. Rudy will spend the rest of the party just slowly picking off glitter from the bags of holding. Like, doesn't even clean up herself.
Okay. Well, with the entire tavern just having gotten a lot more sparklier, I think that is indeed a good place to end this session. Bye-bye.
Thank you all for
Night.
tuning
See you all
in.
later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.